Goshen, or Goshen, I'm not sure how you say it. Nice and rainy morning. It's Tuesday, March 4th. Stopping in Goshen on my way to Middlebury to pick up a fifth wheel hitch. I thought I had one a couple weeks ago lined up to grab, and it just didn't work out. So now I've been looking again because I'm trying to get that fifth wheel. And I wanted to find one that fits in my factory Ford puck system, because my truck is prepped for fifth wheel, rather than having someone mount the rails on the frame. So it's not easy to find a used one. Obviously, they're expensive new. So I found this one out here. The guy said he's only used it a few times. I think it's a Kurt. Says it fits in the Ford. So I'm going to grab it. I guess he's not home, so I gotta meet with his wife. So I don't think, he said he didn't think she's gonna be able to help me put it in the truck. Looks like it's probably like 100 to 150 pounds, so I should be able to get it no problem. But I'm hoping that it fits the way that he's telling me it's going to, because if not, I'm gonna end up with a fifth wheel hitch that was pretty costly. And then of course this morning before I left, I saw a fifth wheel pop up in the town right next to mine for less than I'm paying for, but it doesn't say what factory puck system it works for. And as far as I can tell, the Ram, the GM, and the Ford all use like a slightly different system. So I didn't want to wait until this guy responds, since I left pretty early this morning. And I had already told this guy I was coming to get it. So I think I will. If the guy that's by my house says it's for a Ford, I think I'll just buy them both. If the one that's by my house is actually a really good deal, and then whatever one I like better, I'll keep, and then I'll just relist the other one for sale. So, but that's assuming the one by my house fits a Ford. I'm sure I'll probably find out this morning. I don't know though, so we'll see. I wish I would have saw that one. I've been searching. I don't know why it didn't pop up, because I don't think he like just listed it. Because it looked like he dropped the price considerably on it, like he wants to get it moving. And I've been searching every single day, and it never popped up, even though it's right next to me. Facebook is kind of weird, the marketplace there. But, like I said, if it's for a Ford, I'm just going to buy that one too. And then I'll figure out which one I like better. As far as loads for the week, right now I have 3 loads. And then, because I had requested 4 loads for the week. When I messaged my dispatcher yesterday, talked to him on the phone, he's only got 3 right now that I can run. If I want a 4th, it's either going to be a fifth wheel, and obviously he knew I didn't have my fifth wheel set up yet, so I obviously can't take that. Or it's going to be a long run to like Missouri. I think it's 550 miles, but I want to say he confirmed. I kind of did the calculations last week, and I cannot see anything. I did the calculations last week, and it was 550 miles. I think, but the way that I would have to go do it, picking up in Indiana, and then heading, like Indiana was out of the way and wasn't on the way, so it ends up probably in total being about an 18-hour run. It does pay $1,100. But obviously 18 hours, you can't get that done, in one shift. So I would have to take that break either at a hotel or in my truck. I think even if I were to hook up, go home with the trailer, which isn't really on the way either, then head out the next day with it, I'm probably still not going to make it in one shift. So I can do that if I need to. I don't necessarily need 4 loads, so I can either choose I'll do 3 loads, or I'll do the 4th load that way, or it looks, as long as everything goes well today, I'll have that 5th wheel hitch so I can do a 4th load somewhere else. I'm not opposed to doing the long run. I'm not sure it's going to work out this week because I have to be home. So I didn't run Monday sitter. But I do have a sitter Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But Saturday, I have to be home because my truck is going to be in a parade for St. Patrick's Day in my town. My neighbor is running for the school board, so and he doesn't have a truck. He's a good friend of mine. Asked if I could drive my truck in the parade, so he could campaign. Obviously, I said I would do that. So, Saturday I gotta have my truck. I don't know if we're decorating it or what we're doing, but it's I can't run on Saturday. I could run Friday, get the trailer, come home, drop it in my driveway, and then deliver it on Sunday. So, but it sounds like I'm gonna be able to get a fifth wheel because of my fifth wheel hitch. So if that's the case, I'll just do that on Friday, get my 4 loads in during the week, and save one of those longer loads for another time. So that should work out. Today I've got a hot load that I'm picking up from Coachman in Middlebury there, and then I'm going up to I think Fox Valley, Wisconsin. It's a decently long run. I want to say it pays like $660, so that shouldn't be too bad. And then I think tomorrow I got the shortest run that we do, which is Elkhorn, Wisconsin. It only pays like $420, but it works out good because I need to be home at a good time tomorrow. So that run I think I can do in like 8 hours. So like I said, that's the lowest paying run that we do. It still pays the same mileage, $2 a mile. It's just the miles are much shorter. So distance wise it's closer. So yeah, that one's the short one tomorrow, and then Thursday I have another far one. I'm trying to remember where it's going. I think it's even further. I think it's up by Green Bay. That one pays like $700. So I think I'm north of $1,700 on these 2 or 3 loads. So I just have to, on the 4th load, it should put me, well, it'll definitely, if I get a 4th load, it definitely puts me over 2,000 for the week, which is, what I always say I strive to get to. So that should be pretty good. It'll be interesting to have the 5th wheel hooked up, so that for the first time. Everything I've been told is the 5th wheel is so much nicer, so that'll be nice. I even heard that you sometimes get better fuel mileage towing 5th wheel, so obviously that would be good because that's money in my bank. Basically, the less I spend, the more I make. And then, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. As far as maintenance goes, yesterday while I was home, I did an oil change and fuel filter change. I was at 10,000 miles on my oil change, like 10,050, I think. Oil still looked really good, and I haven't sent anything out for samples. I may do that eventually, but I think I am going to push my oil change to 10,000 miles. My truck did say that I still had 30% life left, which I was really surprised. But I think I'll go with 10,000 intervals for now. And then I do my fuel filters every other, so it'll be at 20,000. This time it was like 18,000. Fuel filters look great too. I probably could push those to like 30,000 miles, since I do pretty much always fill up at truck stops and stuff, so it should be pretty clean diesel going in. But I don't know, it's pretty cheap maintenance. The one thing that I did differently, well, actually 2 things I guess, with this oil change and fuel filters. This time around I went with Dox Diesel. So I'm using a Dox Diesel fuel filters and Dox Diesel oil filter, where I was using Motorcraft. I think I save a little bit of money going with Dox. They had like a special going on, and I get mixed reviews. Some people say Dox is fine, some people say they're junk. I guess if you can, in the comments, if you've used Dox on the diesel filters, let me know what you think. I do have one more fuel filter, one more oil filter, so unless something crazy happens, I do plan to at least use them that time. And then what else? Oh, thought I ordered Valvoline, but I actually ordered Mobil 1. So I did end up using a different oil this time. So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, it's the same weight, it's just different brand. It was a mistake on my part. The containers are the same color, everything looks the same. Obviously, one says Valvoline, one says Mobil 1, and then the cap color is different. And that's what I noticed when because I have a little bit of both. And the new oil that I have, that I had just ordered was the Mobil 1, and I only had a little bit of Valvoline, so I actually grabbed it. I try to keep enough for 2 oil changes on hand, because that 10,000 miles comes up quick. It was only 35 days for me, so like now I gotta order oil again, so that I have more than enough for next time. I still have 1 filter, but I should order another filter here soon. But I think I'm gonna run a little bit longer on this one just to see how I like. I'm gonna see at least a few thousand miles how I like these Dox Diesel products. Make sure there's no issues with them before I place another order. And then, you know, if everything's well, oh man, I just have my flipped over right here. It'll be alright. I was going north. I'm in Indiana here, so check on your people if they drive an 18-wheeler. Yeah, but I'm gonna see how. I don't expect to even notice anything with these filters unless something were to like fail and clog up. Otherwise, I think I'm not even gonna notice the difference. I probably, you know, will check the prices again, see how Dox Diesel compares to the Motorcraft. I do try to run Motorcraft when I can, but like I said, if I can save a little bit doing the Dox Diesel and I'm not noticing any differences, then that's a win in my book. Because when you're doing RV transport, you got, you know, or even hot shotting, like you're putting a lot of miles on. You're doing this maintenance quicker than like the average person. So, like I said, 10,000 miles was, I think it was technically 10,050 miles was 35 days for me. So, a lot of people only put like 10,000 miles on in a year. So I'm doing that in 35 days. I'm sure there's guys doing a lot more than that. So anywhere you can save a little bit of money, obviously puts money back in your pocket. As far as the oil itself, I don't think I'm going to notice the difference between Mobil 1 and Valvoline. I think they're both good oils. But I'm going to stop the video there, and I'll be making a few more on some topics that I have. Alright, found the camper. It took me a minute to find it. The sewage cap put on. Surprised it even has a sewage cap. Most of them lately haven't. But, or black tank cap. Everything else looks good. I already locked it up. The license plate on. Don't see any damage. Awning looks good. Popped my head inside. Everything looks fine there. Like I said, I don't see any damage. Small unit. Got my battery hooked up. Locks on there. Everything is locked down. The front of it looks good. I don't see any dents, dings, anything like that. So it should be in good shape. I'm gonna fill out the paperwork and get out of here. Alright, I'm on my way up to Fox Valley, Wisconsin. Got this little travel trailer today, which is nice because it's a little bit longer run, so this just pulls easy. Other than the rain, not really like a lot of wind or anything yet, or right now, so hopefully it stays that way. But I was soaked after hooking it up. I'm still actually wet, and I've been in the car for like an hour, maybe more. My toes are kind of cold, but it's like, it's a little bit warmer here coming closer to Chicago now, because it was like 37 and raining in Indiana, and then now it's up to like 43, so it's not so bad. But luckily that where I picked up today was in a parking lot, so like a paved parking lot with these small trailers, so I didn't have to deal with mud or anything. I was expecting it to be super muddy. I did get the fifth wheel hitch. I hope it works for Ford, because I talked to the guy's wife and she was like, I don't know. The guy told me it was, or it is for Ford. Of course, the one that's by my house for cheaper, the guy did reply and he said it is for Ford as well. So I think I am going to just see if I can pick up both and just see which one I like better. I did not realize how heavy a fifth wheel hitch was. I picked that thing up and got it into the bed of my truck, but it was heavy to do by yourself. So if you're ever picking up a fifth wheel, I definitely recommend either breaking it down, taking it apart, or having someone there to help you pick it up. I'm not planning on pulling it out of my truck anytime soon though, so I'm just going to slide it into the spot, figure out how to lock it in when it's not raining out, and then I'll be able to run fifth wheels now, so that's good. Like I said, I think I am going to buy the other one just because it is a good deal, and then I'll kind of see which one I like better and then sell the other one. I don't think I could really lose. I got a good deal on both of them at that point. But other than that, like I said, just getting this one brought up to Fox Valley. Looks like I should be home around 5:30. So in total, I think this is a $670 load. It'll be a 12-hour day. But I did have that, I had to go to Goshen or Goshen first to pick up the fifth wheel, then head over to Middlebury and get hooked up. So obviously added a little bit of time there. Probably would have been more like 11 hours, maybe even less if it wasn't raining, because traffic even though I left at 5:30 this morning, traffic in Chicago was pretty bad just because of the rain. I think everybody had the same idea that they'd leave a little bit early, and then even like coming into Goshen and Middlebury, there was a little bit of traffic there as well with the rain. Everybody just driving a little bit slow because it was coming down pretty hard. If this was snow, they probably would have had like 6 inches of snow already. It's been just, since I left my house, just consistently raining the whole time, which is weird because I think in Chicago now, I think it's sunnier, at least not raining. So I'm hoping to get out of this rain pretty soon, because it hasn't let up the entire time that I have been out. Like I said, it was pretty miserable hooking up, but I wanted to make sure I did everything right. Wanted to make sure I got my video, so there's no damage that can come back on me. So I just got soaked, and then I did have to stop and fill up for fuel. So I stopped right there in Middlebury. I think I paid like $3.17 a gallon, which I'm sure up in Wisconsin it's under $3. But I only had like 15% of fuel left because I filled up Thursday on my way to the Dells, like probably like 50 miles outside of Wisconsin Dells, when I still had that trailer hooked up, which was I think a 32-footer. And then I pulled that to the Dells, and then I pulled it another like 60 miles to Wisconsin Rapids, and then the deadhead back to the Dells, then the deadhead back home. And then after I got home, I had to deadhead about an hour. Well, not deadhead. I had to drive about an hour to a funeral on Sunday, and then an hour back. So I had like over 600 miles on that tank. I should have filled up probably coming home from the Dells, like before I got into Illinois. Would have saved me a little bit on fuel, but I had the kids with me. I just wanted to kind of get home at that point, and I knew I had to go back out, drive another hour after I get dressed for the funeral. So luckily it's not as, the fuel price isn't as high as it was. I think last week or maybe the week before when I was checking in Middlebury there, fuel was like, even with my discount, was like around $3.40 a gallon. So down to like $3.17 now. It's going in the right direction. It would be nice if it keeps going down, but we'll see. So there's probably a good chance I'll fill up on my way home, even though I'm probably not going to need fuel with this small trailer. I shouldn't use as much. But knowing that I got to run to Elkhart tomorrow, it'll probably benefit me just to fill up in southern Wisconsin before I head into Illinois tonight, and that way I won't have to fill up again in Indiana. So I'll check the fuel prices, make sure, but I'm pretty sure it'll be at least 25 cents a gallon cheaper in Wisconsin than in Middlebury or by me in Chicagoland. So that's probably what I'll do, and then I'll fill up again tomorrow night when I'm headed back out of Wisconsin. Luckily, the next 2 loads I have that I'm picking up are out of our storage lot. So like today I picked up at Coachman and Middlebury. I save like 20 minutes each way if I pick up an Elkhart at our storage. So that'll be nice. And then I have a small run tomorrow into Elkhorn, Wisconsin. So I think that's like an 8-hour run for me. We'll see. I'll do a better job timing it tomorrow. But it shouldn't be a bad day tomorrow. And I'll be able to be home at a good time. And then maybe tomorrow I'll have time to get this 5th wheel set up and figure it out and stuff like that. Looking forward to being able to pull the 5th wheel. I think that'll be cool. And then hopefully I'll have a load for Friday because I do have the 5th wheel, or maybe something else got sent in, throughout the week that I can pull. So that's about it. I got there's an RV transporter on the side of the road. I wonder what he's got going on. Oh, that's the first for me. I've never seen an RV transporter with a Suburban, but he did have placards. It looked like it said like MDZ or something. That's cool though. Just pulling with that. It looked like a heavy duty Suburban, like the 2500. That's just the first time I've ever seen a transporter without a truck. I've seen gas heavy duty trucks. I've seen gas half tons once or twice, but I've never seen an SUV, so that's kind of cool. There's another RV transporter a few cars ahead of me. He's pulling I think a big Salem with like that back deck on the back. Looked like he was like a Ram 3500 dually. So looks like the rain is letting up, which is nice. Should help me make good time up to Fox Valley. Like I said, a little bit longer run today, shorter one tomorrow, and then a long run on Thursday, and we'll see what happens for Friday. For some reason I cannot remember what Fox Valley, the dealership, looks like. I don't go often to this dealership, so I can't remember it. And I can't remember how they are, if I've ever gone through their inspection process, but I'm hoping they'll get me in, get me out pretty quick. Gotta go through this weigh station real quick, but I do have to do a video responding to some questions just to make it easier for people to understand. I'm probably not gonna do that today because I've been doing quite a bit of videos today, and I've got one more I wanna get. So there will be some videos coming out. Not all of them related to RV transport, and I guess per se, but they'll be going on the YouTube channel here. So if there's anything you guys want to see or have questions about, throw that in the comments. Or on my feed, I have a running questionnaire type thing where you can put, the question in there, and I'll make a video in response to it. I'll probably also respond to the question in the comments, but then I'll also make videos about it so that everybody can kind of get an answer to it, just in case some people are not reading the comments. This weigh station is definitely going to slow me down. I saw that other transporter just below by it. I got this little guy, probably would have been just fine if I didn't stop, but my luck, they would come at me or something, so might as well just go through it. But it's going to add 5 minutes with how slow it's moving, which stinks, but it is what it is. Other than that, that's all I got for this video at this time. We'll see, maybe I'll do one when I drop it off if anything interesting happens. If not, this will likely just be the end of the video. Again, if you have any questions, throw in the comments. If you are liking the video, subscribe to the channel, and just give the video a like. Thanks. Alright, we got this camper, this Coachman Catalina that we're dropping off at Fox Valley. No damage, it's just a dirt on there. Everything looks good, no dents, steams. Everything's good across the bottom here. No, there's a little bit of bubbling on the decals, but nothing, no driver damage. Tires are good. Windows are good. No scratches. Everything looks good down the driver's side. Back is in good shape. Rear bumper's a little bit muddy, but other than that, it's good. Back window's good. Passenger side tires good. Awning's good. Windows are good. Doors good. Tires good. No scratches. Pretty clean. Everything's in good shape. Alright, as you can see, it's still raining. Wow, there's a guy on a motorcycle. That sucks. Yeah, so it's still raining. It did clear up for a little while this afternoon, like just north of Chicago, kind of like almost by my house. It started to clear up, and then it was luckily not raining for the rest of the drive up there, and I was able to get dropped the unit without it raining, which was nice. And it started raining again shortly after I dropped it, and I was on my way home. So I'm just about at the Wisconsin-Illinois border. I chose to not stop for fuel just because I honestly don't want to. Like, I've been in the rain almost most of the day. My hoodie is still soaked. I took it off when I got in the truck. After I hooked up the travel trailer today in Middlebury there, and it's still just soaked. I got it laid out on my seat, but I don't know. So I just kind of don't want to stop. I know I'm gonna end up spending probably like $15-20 more on fuel tomorrow, but right now I've got 38% fuel left. I'll probably be at about 30 by the time I get home. That'll get me to Elkhart tomorrow, and I'll kind of figure out the fuel then probably. Like I said, I know I'm spending a little bit more, but I had a lot of traffic today with the rain. A little bit of a delay at the dealership because I guess the two people that normally inspect the trailer weren't there. They were trying to get somebody else to do the inspection on it. For whatever reason, they couldn't do it, so I was kind of waiting around. And then they ended up just having me do like a night drop on it. Which I'd rather do that, obviously. I did my own little video of it, which I'll put in this video, and just showing that I delivered it in good shape. That's only my second time ever being to that dealership. The lady that I dealt with at the counter was super nice, helpful. I wish they would have just told me to do the night drop right away, but it is what it is. Like I said, I was gonna stop, and I think it's probably the weather. It's a little bit exhausting when you're in the rain all day, pretty much driving. I kind of just want to get home. And I got some stuff going on tonight, so it'd be helpful not to stop. Because like I've said in other videos, pretty much every time you get off the highway, get fuel, get back on, it's like 20-30 minutes. Best case is usually like 15 minutes. If you get off and there's nobody in the trucking lanes, you can get filled up right away and stuff. You don't have to run inside, then you could probably get back on the highway within like 15 minutes. But I lost 15 minutes just coming through Milwaukee. It added from traffic and that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna end up probably right at 12 hours, maybe 12 and a quarter on this load. I think it pays like $660 or $670. I gotta look and see. But I mean, it'll end up being over $50 an hour, which is good. Fuel-wise, I did great. I mean, I filled up in Middlebury there. Like I said, I pulled all the way there, delivered, and I'm pretty, about 45 miles, 50 miles from home, and I'm still at 38%. So, truck's been doing good on fuel lately. A little bit warmer weather, I think, has been helping. Probably helped that I got the fuel filters changed and the oil done. Glad I did it yesterday because it is not friendly weather today for that. The truck doesn't fit in my garage. Yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna head to Elkhart tomorrow. The next two loads I have are out of our storage lot, which saves me probably like, I would guess 30 to 40 minutes round trip. And I got my shortest load tomorrow. It's the shortest one we do to Elkhart, Wisconsin. So I'll probably still leave out kind of early, so I can get home at a decent time. But I'm gonna really try to make it to the gym in the morning because I didn't get to go today. I've been doing a lot of early mornings lately, so like I said, I'll still try to leave out fairly early tomorrow, so I can get home early. But I should be home at a good time tomorrow. Other than that, I guess that's about it for this video. That hitch the fifth wheel hitch that I saw on Facebook Marketplace in the town next to mine, the guy said it is for a Ford, so I think I am gonna just buy it. I'm not gonna go tonight, so if he still has it, maybe like tomorrow, if I'm getting home early, I'll stop by and get it. I gotta see how much cash I have left in my wallet. I'm just gonna offer him whatever I got in my wallet. Should be pretty close to his asking price. I don't want to have to go to the bank and pull out more cash, but if he'll take that, then I think I'm gonna grab it. Like I said, I'll see which one I like better and run with it. But I would like to get either the one I bought today installed and ready for use this week. I won't need it until at the earliest Friday, but I'm hoping tomorrow if I can get home at a good time. I don't think it's like a lengthy install. It should just pop in place and lock down based off all the videos I watched. So, but if I can grab that other fifth wheel on the way home tomorrow, then I can look at them both and figure out which one I want to put in and have in the truck. So, pretty much other than that, load went well, towed nice, got a little windy coming through Chicago. I think I was seeing like 37-mile-an-hour gusts, but I was expecting it to get worse in Wisconsin like it usually does, but it actually calmed down in Wisconsin. So I ended up getting great fuel mileage. It was like north of 13 miles a gallon, which was nice. It'd be awesome if I could do that every trip, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I'm pretty sure tomorrow I have a decent-sized Coachman trailer. I want to say it's like somewhere between 32 and 37. If I remember right, I'm pretty sure I pulled one before. And then Thursday, I've got a 26J Flight, which I think is actually like a 32-footer. That one's going pretty far. I'm trying to remember where it's going. I don't remember, but it's my farthest load of the week on Thursday. So, see what I get for Friday. I'll kind of go from here. But I should be able to be north of 2,000 for the week if I can knock out 4 loads. As of right now, I think I'm at like 17 something with these 3 loads, so I'll definitely be north of 2,000 if I can get a load for Friday, which would be nice. But other than that, that's it for this video. Everything went good. Like I said, once I get that fifth wheel installed, I'll probably do a quick, maybe a shorts video on it, showing it in the truck, and hopefully this week or next week we'll be doing the first fifth wheel pull.